kept, everyone in this room was born with a brain. Resting comfortably within each of your noggins is a gift that has been evolving and mutating for millions of years. We began with a lower brain, also known as the reptilian brain, the one that allows us all to, do it with me. Didn't that feel good? We do that over and over again without having to think about it, because if we had to think about breathing, we would fucking die. The lower brain houses this, if I eat this muffin, am I gonna die impulse, the fight or flight impulse, and most importantly, the impulse to fuck. Because if you are forgetting to fuck, well then shit, you might as well go on ahead and fucking die. With more evolution, we added on the limbic system, with its amygdala, its septum pellucidum, its hippocampus, blah, blah, blah. You should have gone to fucking medical school if you wanted the detailed account, okay? But the limbic system is this crude manager of our lizard brain's fight or flight responses. It's the crisis manager to our confrontational responses, the Olivia Pope without the white men or the weaves. It's the Customato to our Mike Tyson, so crude that even with a lifetime together, we still would have been out in them streets, biting off ears and marrying Robin Givens. System is imperfect at best. So many thoughts and impulses to crisis manage all the damn time. Things are bound to fall through the cracks. You see, one day my limbic system determined it was perfectly reasonable that we confront Pam Fontenot. Who are we fooling here? We were gonna beat Pam Fontenot's motherfucking ass. Yeah. Why? Because Pam Fontenot was a biatch. She wore fake Guess acid wash jeans. You know, the ones with the tapered leg and the zipper at the ankle. She brushed all her baby hair on the edges into artful swirls. And like many a Houston girl, she liked to suck on a pickle with a peppermint stick in the middle. All the time. That's fine. But what made Pam Fontenot a bitch was her ability to take your man. And that's just what she had done. You see, this 14-year-old heifer had taken Mario, my best friend Chantel's boyfriend of a whole 2 months. He was a running back for the Lanier Purple Pups football squad, and he was skinny with this beautiful dark chocolate skin, and he was bow-legged. Now, we really didn't know why this was a good thing at 14 years old, but it added to his allure. And just before homecoming, Pam slipped a Polaroid picture of herself into his locker and put her phone number at the bottom of the picture. Okay, sidebar. Kids, this is how we got down back in the day, before Instagrams and Snapchats and pagers. Trip with me, okay? Next thing you know, Mario was taking Pam to homecoming. Chantel was devastated. She spent the better part of the weekend bedazzling and puff painting a sweatshirt. She cut out the neck just like in Flashdance. Pam had to pay. Chantel came to the dance with a jar of Vaseline tucked away in her purse. My limbic system was so hyped, this was going to be an appropriate confrontation. We were going to get this chick, me and Chantel and Trina and the Jolivet twins. We met in the girls' bathroom, bloodlust in our eyes. It was about to be on. Okay, second sidebar. If you ever see a black girl, a Latina, or a Samoan girl with a shiny face, her hair pulled back in braids or a bun, and no earrings, you need to run in the opposite direction. You need to run as fast as your feet will take you. You need to run like your motherfucking life depended on it. Because guess what? It does! Anyway, we walked back to the gym, and Kool Mo D's I Go to Work was on the radio. Yeah. I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror as we left the bathroom, and I stopped. I didn't look like a warrior ready to serve a beatdown. I looked like a greasy, hot-ass mess. What the hell was I doing? That last question came from something called the frontal lobe. It's the last portion of our brains that evolved. It contains higher functions, the executive functions, behavior, motivation, consequence. That highly evolved portion of myself stopped me cold. It told me there are better ways to do this. Take a back channel. Evade, girl. Dodge. I sat back and watched Chantel and one of the Jolivet twins get a few licks on Pam before the teachers broke up the fight. They were suspended for a week. Mario got some girl pregnant in junior year. No telling how many kids this bow-legged ass has by now. Confrontation was not the answer. There was another way. And interesting enough, Pam Fontenot's class photo didn't make it into the yearbook that year. Whoops. Now I wonder how that happened. You may think that confrontation is the most courageous tool in your arsenal. Standing up to challenges, people, insurmountable odds. It feels noble. It feels primal. But dodge? That's strategy. It's working behind the scenes, taking a step to the side and serving up your revenge cold. It's watching the joy of Muhammad Ali slip blow after blow during his rope-a-dope. It's Tyrion Lannister every goddamn season on Game of Thrones. I could prattle on and on about the Artful Dodger, but I won't because Dodge is already 3 steps ahead of your asses. And it's okay, boo, because Dodge is not cowardice. It's surviving and thriving. It's the power of confrontation so full of its own heat and self-righteousness and bluster can't see until it's too late. So stay in your limbic region if you must. Confront away. I'm gonna go ahead and chill with all this executive function. Dodging like a champ.